Today's April 7th, 2016. The trees are starting to turn green. There was a major frost or cold snap 2 days ago. It was 16 degrees here in the morning and probably 19 degrees the next day, which was yesterday. So I'm surprised, I will be pleasantly surprised if these flower buds make it. Some of them looked all wilty. These ones actually look not too bad. So we'll see if they make it. These ones will probably make it. These should make it, no problem. But yeah, the next couple days, I think this weekend it's supposed to get down to the 20s. So if these flowers start breaking, any of these guys break, they will probably get frosted or frozen. These are red sensation flower buds on a draft. So we'll see. These guys look like they're dead or killed. They don't look so hot. So maybe a bunch of these guys were frozen, we'll see. There's probably younger ones that'll make it, but pears, hard to tell what the heck's going on with them. They seem pretty firm still, so maybe they're young enough they won't get frozen. Either that or maybe it killed it and it'll flower and do nothing, we'll see. That was the Kiefer pear. Bartlett pear is a little bit less far as, not as far as along, so. A lot of apple buds starting to push. They're a pretty much tight cluster, most of the apples. Winter banana, flower buds. It's a tip bearer. You see all the flower buds on the tips. Cherries. I think this is Emperor Francis. I don't see very many flower buds on it. This is Nugent. It's got some flower buds right there. Hard to tell if they're going to make it through or not. I think this is the 2-in-1 tree. This one seems fairly dormant comparative to the others. White gold. There's some flower buds right there. So they should be fine. Craig's Crimson. I don't see any flower buds on this one. This one's pretty young, but Dali, it's got flower buds. Here's a whole bunch right in there. That one should be fine. Peaches, peaches. I mean, this is a Reliance peach. I don't know what they say, how cold it's supposed to go, but so far flower buds don't look like they're activated at all. Here's a good one.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, bud. So, see, those ones don't look like they're activating. Maybe it's just taking a little while. This one, the right side looks like the flower might come out. You can see the left side looks like it's dead. So, I don't know, most of the peaches look like we got down to -8 this year, so even though it was a really warm winter, really one cold spell. This is Finger Lake Super Hardy Peach. Yeah. Not doing so hardy, but planted last spring, we'll see. So far, peaches aren't looking so hot. Cherries are probably okay. Apples are probably okay. This is, I think this is Fuji from Willis Orchards. And it looks like there might be actually flowers on this. There's one. There's one at the end here. Like 2 flower pods. That's about it. Not very impressive. It's better than nothing, I guess. And this is Yellow Delicious from Stark Brothers. That one's doing pretty good. That's got flowers all over. This is Red Delicious. This is absolutely loaded with flower buds. Unfortunately, we got crown rot, or crown gall, whatever you want to call it. And so it will die. Just doesn't know it yet. This is a little Cortland I got last year from Stark Brothers. It has some flower buds, which is pretty impressive. Empire. This guy's loaded. I think this is the most precocious tree I've had as far as apples go. It just, I think the first year it just was covered in flower, or covered in flower buds. As far as apples go, if you want to get apples quick, that's the one I would go with. So far, peaches again. It's got some pretty big peach trees here. The bases are 3 to 5 inches probably, trunks. This is a honey sweet pear. It looks like we're gonna have a flower on this one this year. It's got a couple buds on the tips. That's encouraging. This is the another Hollywood plum. It's hard to tell. Looks like there's going to be a lot of damage on the plums this year. This would be my guess. This one, Ozark plum, looks pretty good as far as where it is getting off. It's not too far ahead. I think it should be fine as far as if we have the cold weather here. This one is one of the Willis nursery trees. I've never been happy with this plum or the Santa Rosa. This is a golden nectar. So it's got some flower buds right here. Not many, but there are some. This is Santa Rosa, also from Willis Orchards. There's a few flower buds here and there. This one is Red Baron. It's supposed to be a real dark red flower from Willis Orchards. It had a lot of borer damage here in the crotches. That's why half of it, the branch is dead here. Not much I can do about that. Borers are a real problem here for the peach trees. I think this is Granny Smith. Looks like it's got flowers. There's one here. There's one. So that one should have flowers this year. I think this is Arkansas Black. It's just covered. You coming to help? It's just covered with flower buds. That's great. This is pink delight. It is just, that's another one loaded. A little farther ahead. I'm talking on the phone. This is Liberty. It's a little twig. We'll see what happens. Yellow transparent. It's got flower buds. North Pole. This one, first year, this has been covered. The last couple of years it was just a stick. It grows real slow. I mean, that's 2-3 years old. Seneca. These Seneca ones are really delayed. Yeah, strawberries. More peach trees. Yeah, strawberries in there. More peach trees. You see the oriental fruit moth. The peach twig borer, one or the other, bores in the end and causes this kind of flags in the fall. They start around July. They're a real pain. Have a lot of those. See all this? I think it's actually peach twig borer. Bores in the very tip, and then they come out the base about down an inch or so. Not a big deal, but they make the tree look like crap. This is the cherry fruiting wall. Looks like they made it okay. Gonna have to get pruning pretty soon once it dries out a little bit. I don't want to do it when it's so wet. This is Royalton. It's really far ahead. Another one I planted. That's a cherry. This is a peach. I think it's Sunglow. Actually, it's a nectarine. Sunglow nectarine. That's a cherry there. Another cherry. I think those are really burlap. This one's Kristen. This is a reject apple. I just planted them in the middle of the row because I'm not sure if it's going to take off. A little grafted one. It should, but we'll see. Another apple. This is a red Rome. This is red Rome Beauty apple. And these guys I planted late June, early July last year. And as you see, they haven't grown much because it was kind of a warm season, but warm and dry. It was later than they should have been planted, but they're doing okay. I'm expecting them to take off this year. And I got them for a real good price at Stark Brothers at the end of the season sale. So that's the orchard. Hopefully I can get some mulch in here next couple days. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to go up and get a whole bunch of chips. We'll see. And I think the last two trees over here got this is an Asian pear. It's got lots of flowers, or flower buds, if you will. All these pods just covered in flowers. This is a Stanley plum, European plum, and they just start so much later than the Asian plums. I bet you this is at least 3 to 4 weeks behind the Asian plums as far as flowering. Some new work going on over here.
I'm bringing sticks.
You're bringing sticks?
Oh,
All right. And this is the fig tree. No activity yet. We'll see if that makes it. But the fig tree, Got some garlic popping up that I missed from last year. Raspberries that I got to plant. They're just healed in right there. And that's it. Hopefully it'll really warm up for good here.